Like it or not, we all notice certain things about other people, and then we make assumptions based on what we notice. Whether it's their physical appearance, the clothing they're wearing, or the expression on their face. Now, whether that's right or wrong is a debate for another time, but the fact is we all do it. So in today's video, I'm sharing my list of the little details about you that people notice, so stick around because it's all coming right up. Alright, welcome to my channel, and as always, I'm glad that you're here. So real quick, if you are new to my channel, once again, welcome. I'm John, and I'm the founder of 40overfashion.com, and I've been creating content that's been helping men look better, feel better, and have more confidence since 2014. So if you'd like to see more videos that surround men's lifestyle topics for grown-ups, please consider subscribing, because the entire reason this channel exists is to prove that it's never too late and you're never too old to make a change in your life or start something new. Okay, first impressions are a pretty big deal, even though some might argue all day long that they don't care what other people think about them. Now, while I do admire and understand that point of view, you really do care, even if it's just a little bit, and I can prove it. So say you work in construction. Wear a ballerina dress to your job site tomorrow, and then tell me you don't care what anyone else thinks or says. How about this? You work in finance? Wear a garbage bag or a clown costume to the office tomorrow, and then tell me you don't care what your boss thinks. Now, guys, I understand this is very extreme, but it does prove my point that in the right context, we all do care to some extent how we're seen by others. Now, don't get me wrong, I'm not saying that you need to live your life worrying about what other people think of you, but I can already hear some of the comments now from guys who will say real men do whatever they want and real men don't care what other people think. Like I just said, I get it, I totally understand that. But in the right context, real men do care and should care. So how about this? Are you going out to a nice dinner with your lady? You should care about your appearance, not only for you, but for her as well. Anyway, fellas, I invite your opinions on this, and we can have some more of that conversation down below in the comments. Okay, starting off my list in no particular order is poor grooming. People notice poor and lazy grooming quite a bit, so ask yourself, when was the last time you checked your nose hair situation? What about your ear hair? And what about the hair on the back of your neck that grows out in between haircuts? Take a look at your fingernails, and depending on your line of work, do what you can to keep them clean and trimmed up. Now, I've been in conversations with guys that have major nose hair poking out, and it does get pretty distracting. Look though, I get it. We all have nose hair, but you're in control of how long that gets. I mean, you see yourself in the mirror every single day. Just take a closer look every couple days and keep it trimmed up. Next on my list is bad breath. Now, sometimes this is more avoidable than others, but if you're going to a social setting, try to have some breath mints with you. So personally, I carry these Listerine pocket packs, and I like these pocket packs better than, say, the Altoid mints for several different reasons. First is the noise of that little metal container. When it's in my pocket, all the mints sort of clanking around is kind of annoying. Secondly, the size of that metal container. Even with the little Altoid minis, the container is still too bulky, at least in my opinion. And lastly, the pocket packs dissolve really fast, and they do last a long time. And also, personally, I'd rather not be crunching on a hard mint while I'm in a conversation with someone. I used to be a gum chewer, but in most social situations, chewing gum really isn't all that appropriate. Also, I keep a bottle of mouthwash in my bathroom at home, and I use that from time to time. The next little detail people notice is a sloppy shirt collar that doesn't stay up. And this is super annoying in my opinion. But the good news is, today's video sponsor, Slick Collar, has the solution. So ever since I got mine, I've been seriously wearing it all the time. And the best part is, nobody even knows it's there. And the really funny thing is, and I've told this story in the past, so I was out to dinner with some friends of mine, and we somehow got on the topic of shirt collars. And I asked my buddy Brian, who was sitting across from me, how his shirt collar looked so good. And he whipped one of these things out, and it totally blew my mind because I never even realized he'd been using one. And up until that point, I have heard about Slick Collar, but after seeing my buddy Brian with one, it totally solidified it for me. So these instantly fix your sloppy collar syndrome, and it does it in a way that still looks natural and not overly stiff. And once it's on, you completely forget you have it on because after like 5 seconds, you can't even feel it. Also, it's not visible whatsoever. And the cool thing is you don't have to take all your shirts to a tailor or modify anything to get these to work. You buy it once and you just swap them from shirt to shirt. So you get a standard one as well as a slim version for low profile collars. And they're also adjustable to fit all neck and collar sizes. They're super flexible, and these little silicone pads prevent them from sort of sliding around. These guys have amazing customer service. They provide a no nonsense, no questions asked, 100% satisfaction money back guarantee. They also offer free fast shipping across the US and discounted international shipping. Guys, I want to put a special link with a discount code down below in the description, and I really do encourage you guys to go check them out and pick one of these up for yourself. Staying on the topic of your clothes, people notice wrinkled clothing. Now, I've talked about ironing and steaming a lot before, and I do encourage both depending on your preference. But another thing you can do is look into performance fabrics and also wrinkle resistant fabrics. In my experience though, wrinkle resistant or wrinkle free still wrinkles, but at least they iron out super easy. But if you're more of a steamer guy, just don't skimp out if you buy one, because I've used several different kinds of steamers and the cheap ones just spit water all over the place. The larger stand-up ones take up more space, but in my experience, they do a way better job than those cheap $20 handheld steamers. The next detail people notice is dirty or scuffed shoes. Now, depending on the situation, of course, but if the place or gathering you're going to requires a nice pair of shoes, just make sure they're in decent shape with a decent polish job. Now, even if you're wearing casual sneakers, make sure they look decent. Get yourself a cleaning kit like this one that I have from Crep that I've talked about before in another video that I'll link for you guys down below, and keep the white soles looking nice and clean. If the shoes have cotton laces, run them through the wash and use bleach if you have to. Now, if the laces are just too far gone, just replace them with brand new ones. Next on my list is your scent. So this is one of those little details that can leave a lasting impression, especially on the ladies. I made a video a little while ago where I listed out my entire fragrance collection, so if you're interested in that one, I'll put a link to that one down below in the description. The fact is, most guys don't even wear fragrance. So in my opinion, this is an area where you can take advantage of that to stand out and make a long-lasting impression on new people you meet and interact with. Fragrances can spark a lot of memories with people, so if you can have a unique signature scent that sparks a positive memory, or at least one that smells nice to most people, you can make a positive impact before you even say a single word. Okay, gentlemen, I'm gonna leave it right there for today, but don't forget to hit that link in the description and score yourself the same slick collar product that I use. And if you're a subscriber, that means I'll see you in just a few days for a brand new video. But until then, live well, stay healthy, and I do hope to see you soon.